So this thing is called the REI Flash Jacket, and I believe it weighs, or the technical specs was 4.3 ounces. So this thing weighs basically nothing. This is just a wind jacket. It is a windbreaker, so this is not a rain jacket. It is supposed to be water resistant, but I'm gonna go ahead and anticipate anything that is more than like a light mist that's longer than maybe 5 to 15 minutes, like maximum. I'm probably going to get soaking wet in this. I can already kind of feel that. But just the fact, let's say, you know, I'm going to be talking in Fahrenheit. If you're going somewhere that's maybe that gets down into the 50s or 60s, probably around the 60s would be more specific, and you need a light jacket, and maybe it's just in the evenings, or you're going somewhere where you're going on the coast and it's going to be windy and you need a light jacket. For me, honestly, I think this is like a perfect like travel jacket, especially, you know, you get on those airplanes, it's super cold, but you don't really want to bring maybe a huge hoodie, something like that. There's lots of uses for a super light jacket like this that is water resistant, not waterproof. I have to emphasize that. And you know, it says it's rated for winds up to 30 miles per hour, which is pretty high, but I haven't tested it for that. What I can tell you is it is super comfortable, super lightweight, and it's ticking every single one of the boxes for me when it comes to traveling. Now, if you've heard of the Patagonia Houdini jacket, this is basically REI's version of that jacket. There's basically two big differences, and that is this one actually has pockets, whereas the Houdini jacket does not have pockets. There's no zippers here. And I mean, there's a few other like very, very small differences where the hood cinch is a little bit different. I think the Houdinis might have been on the side here. This one's in the back. It does zip up a little bit differently than the Houdini there. And then this pocket is, you know, it's got a slash, and this is the packable pocket, which I'll show you in a second. But what I thought was really cool about this is how light it is, how small it is. It's actually super comfortable. It doesn't feel like a normal wind jacket. It actually has more of a cloth feel to it, whereas a lot of other wind jackets feel very, very much like plastic, which maybe that's why it's only up to 30 miles per hour wind instead of higher, which a lot of other wind jackets can be rated for higher. This comes in a lot of other colors. And then on the wrist here, you do have a little bit of, you know, some stretch. That could be pretty nice. I know a lot of people like that. And I will say the sizing is a little bit different. For instance, in a Houdini jacket, because I'm 5'6", but I do a 170, I was more comfortable in a large Houdini jacket, whereas this is a medium. So definitely check out the size charts. There are some variances there on the sizing between these two. But I absolutely love this jacket. And then to show you guys how it packs up super easily, you just take it off. And then you pack it up. This is something, honestly, anytime I travel anywhere, like basically no matter the season, whether it is summer or not, like summer, winter, fall, I'll probably throw this in my bag, because even with how small this is still actually big enough for me to throw on a very thin fleece. I've actually tested it with this North Face fleece here underneath the jacket, and it fit just fine and is actually super comfortable still for me, but obviously it's going to depend on what size you get. You know, if you are a bigger guy, maybe you need to get a large to fit maybe a small fleece. But you can see this is just a very light fleece, but you combine this with a wind jacket, and now you're gonna have something that you can actually wear when it starts getting much, much colder outside. Because I think we all know fleeces don't really hold out wind very well, but if you combine, but they do hold in warmth as long as it's not windy. But if you combine it with a wind jacket, it's almost like a winter coat. At least where I'm at, it's definitely, this would work as a winter coat where I live anyways, because it doesn't get that cold. But definitely the REI Flash jacket, I don't know if they're coming out with a new one or not. If they still have this one, highly recommend. The price point was like awesome when I bought it. It was almost half the price of the Houdini jacket. So that was the other big seller for me. But there you guys go, the REI Flash jacket. I absolutely love this thing.